Okay, real quickly, I want to show you how to format your Excel file if you took a export from your CRM or your back office, and you get data that is not in the proper format to be imported into TextP2P. So you can see in this example here that you have names that, well, one, they're all in one column, first name and last name, so that's an issue, right? And then there's also like maybe all uppercase or all lowercase. They're not in the proper case. So I'm going to show you how to split these apart and then how to put them in the proper case. So if I first thing I want to do is I want to insert some blank columns that I can play with. Okay, so it's always a good idea to insert a lot more columns than you need, because sometimes there's a middle name, sometimes there's initials, sometimes there's suffixes or whatever. So insert a whole bunch of columns, just so you don't overwrite your phone number when it splits the data. Then you want to highlight it, and then you can either click on the data menu in text to columns, or you can come up here and you can do text to columns, and basically it shows you your data here. And you can see I've selected delimited, and I hit next, and I have selected a space, and you can see that it's separated based on the space. And then you can just hit finish. And so now it's separated our first name and our last name. So I'm going to label these last and first. That's our header row. And now I want the first name to be proper case. Oh, and I could do last name too. But if I want the first name to be proper, I'm going to use a equal sign and then the word proper. That's an Excel function. And then I hit the parenthesis, and I want to select this, so A2, and then I close the parenthesis, and I hit enter. Okay, and now you can see, Sue is in the proper case, which it was already, but if I drag this down, now you can see that Sue, right, it has been converted from all uppercase to this and from all lowercase to this. And I could do the same thing with the last name if I wanted. I can just copy that, paste it there, and basically drag this down. And now I've got the last name all in proper case. So I could say first proper and last proper. Okay, and then finally we got a couple extra rows, so I am just going to highlight and delete those, and now I've got phone number. And you can see phone number, I just have some with dashes, some with parentheses, some with nothing. Those are okay. TextP2P will figure out all of those and read it in the proper format. So we are good to import now, because we've got first name in one column, last name in one column. Don't delete A and B, because then your formula will break. But I'm going to show you, you don't want to save it as an Excel format. You want to save it as, make sure it gets saved as not Excel, but as a comma delimited file, a .csv. Okay? And I can leave the name as book one, it doesn't matter. And I'm saving it to, where is my downloads folder? Okay, so save that. Possible data loss, that's fine. Some of the features may be lost in a CSV, that's fine. So now, yeah, so we should be good. And just to verify that the file exists, let me look at my downloads folder, and you can see that I have a book1.csv, so I'm good there. And then finally, I have created a test list called test list 123. I go into that test list and then I click on action import contacts. Okay, the list is selected. I'm going to say that the file contains headers. I'm going to browse for the file. I'm going to select book1.csv and I'm going to upload. And then it brings in the first two rows and it asks me to label. Okay, so I don't want to import this row because it's got the all uppercase, lowercase, whatever. I want to import first proper as the first name, last proper as the last name, and phone as the phone. Okay, these I leave set to ignore. Okay. I hit submit, boom, 3 contacts have been successfully imported. I click on test list. I can see those 3 contacts. They look good. The phone numbers, you can see all the parentheses, dashes, whatever have been stripped out of the phone number. So those look good. And, you know, if I wanted to click on a contact, I could come in here and edit the information that was uploaded and take notes and assign them to lists or whatever I wanted to do. So that's basically it. That's how easy it is, and hopefully you will find it very simple. But if you have any questions, just reach out to support. Thanks.